Okay, hi. Eh-MMB here. YouTube video number 3. So the topic of this YouTube video is, why am I making YouTube videos? So I was thinking of making YouTube videos to get my ideas out there and to get things out there. I started a blog a number of years ago, but I kind of related it to what I was doing teaching, because I was training to be a teacher and they suggested that you start a blog. So I started a blog, but I found it hard to not just rant in my blog and to not just like slate teaching and slate the teaching course that I was on. And so I kind of let that go, but then I was like, it's all right, it's okay to rant. People rant all the time, but so then I let it go. And then recently I was thinking about getting the blog going again. But I write every day. I write in the morning, I write in the evening, I write about my life. And sometimes I think about writing short stories. Sometimes like, maybe I'll be this person who writes a novel one day. So I haven't really been able to get, or then I thought, oh, I'll just write a blog about anything, but I haven't really been able to get it together to write a blog. So then I was like, maybe I'll just start a YouTube channel or start vlogging, as it's called. And then after I had that thought, 3 people now, 3 is the magic number. 3 independent people have heard me like talk or whatever, or have a conversation. They're like, you should start a YouTube video. So 2 of them were my colleagues. One is a colleague that I work with, and I work with kids, and I do a forum group within the morning. I talk about life and sex and drugs and coronavirus and flipping anything, whatever, like intersectionality, racism, sexism. I try to educate them and talk about, but sometimes I just talk about my opinions. And one of my colleagues was like, you should start a blog. And the kids were like, Miss, I'd watch that blog. And then, or YouTube video, not a blog. And then another colleague, I was talking to her about the environment, and I'm not like a massive environmentalist. I do my best to take care of the environment, but I'm not like a soapbox kind of person. But for people who aren't aware or helpful in keeping the environment going, like this woman I was talking to, she was like, yeah, I like my baby wipes or whatever. You know, I talk about the impact of the planet, and it's not about, you know, necessarily saving the planet. In my opinion, it's about the suffering that's going to happen more and more as the planet dies. So I was like going on and on about that, and she's like, you should start a blog. I said, funny enough, not a blog, a YouTube channel. Funny enough, I was thinking about it, and she said, I'd watch it for sure. And then I was talking to my sister on FaceTime the other day, and she was like, you should tell, I was ranting about dream catchers. So that was my first YouTube video, I was ranting. And she said, you should start a YouTube video and just rant about whatever you want to rant about. And I was like, I could totally do that. But sort of rant with humor, not major rant. But sometimes there might be anger rants coming out. So that's me. That's why I wanted to start a YouTube channel. Oh yeah, okay, so then the other thing is, my kids at school are always like, Miss, do you know Nick A30? Because I'm Canadian, right? I'm Canadian. I live in Manchester. Do you know Nick A30? And I didn't know Nick A30 until they told me, so I looked him up, and I was like, Nick A30, he's pretty positive. And now they always joke about me saying Nick A30 was positive. And then the next YouTuber, they were like, Miss, do you know AA9 skills? Look up AA9 skills. So I watched AA9 skills, and I was, you know, I kept asking me for months and months and months, this kid, AA9 skills, have you seen AA9 skills? And I hadn't. And then finally I took 30 seconds to watch AA9 skills. And all he does is play a game. He's playing a game, talking to people. And he's like, oh, bros, double A9 skills. It's emotional. Such an emotional session. First time I got 30, you know, and all of this stuff. And he's just talking. I thought, I could do that. I could do that on YouTube. So then I told my kids, I was like, and I can't remember if they said it, but I said, I'm thinking of doing a YouTube channel. And they were like, Miss, I'd subscribe to that. And so I don't even know what subscribe is. Subscribe, does that mean they'd pay to watch it? I don't know. Do I keep it private? Do I get subscriptions? So then word got out in the school, right? And another student said, Miss, are you starting a YouTube channel? And I was like, yeah, I'm thinking about it. She said, I'd subscribe to that for sure. So here's me trying out with the YouTube channel. Who knows if I'll be consistent? Who knows if I will be liked or watched or whatever. The other thing is, I'm totally aware that when one puts oneself out there in the virtual universe, you can get grief back. So I might get people telling me that I'm like ugly or stupid or whatever. So we'll see about that. Maybe I'll be able to cope with that. Maybe I won't. That's my motivation. Thank you for watching. YouTube video number 3. We'll see what happens. Thank you very much.